I have to speak a little bit about something that is weighing heavy on my heart and my mind. Crack it open and let's see how it looks on the inside. So I've just been beside myself and it's really been tough trying to get out here, trying to get things done. Success! Okay. Oh, now he's busy. But it's not looking too good right now. How's it going, everyone? You're watching the Green Dream Project. Now we're about to start the epic process of building our dome. It should be a joyous occasion, and it is. But I have to speak a little bit about something that is weighing heavy on my heart and my mind, and it's definitely going to affect how I am out here. My mom was recently diagnosed with COVID-19 and pneumonia. So she was hospitalized and then she was diagnosed and they started her on treatments, and at first she was responding really well. It looked really positive. Unfortunately, since then, things took a little turn for the worse, and right now she's definitely in a rough patch. I don't want to get into too many details. I'm trying to respect what she's going through, but it's not looking too good right now. Alright, so just starting out, kind of did some measurements, kind of poked around and kind of found where I thought the middle was. And it turned out I was actually pretty on the nose. Let me show you what we devised over here. So I ended up putting a screw where I thought the middle was. We tied a string to it, measured out a 10-foot length, and then tied it up to this plumb bob. And then we took it all the way around and just kind of eyeballed what it looked like going around, and it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take some marking paint and mark out where the interior diameter of the dome is. Then we'll switch this out to 2 feet out and mark where the outer portion of this dome will be. And then I'll just kind of find out if I have to adjust this, adjust the trench at all. I want to make sure the trench is looking good before we start laying down any bags. I actually just want to take you around and show you, I think I did a pretty good job with this trench. I don't know about the outside of the trench, but the inside I think was pretty close to dead on 10 feet. Okay. Oh, now he's busy. So I've just been beside myself and it's really been tough trying to get out here, trying to get things done. That's all I can really think about right now, is hoping and praying that she pulls through this, comes through the other side and starts making a recovery. But in the meantime, I know it's not healthy to dwell on it. I'm gonna try and keep busy, gonna try and keep working out here. I just don't want to be sitting around stagnant and then having those negative thoughts build up. I want to try and keep busy, keep these thoughts positive, and keep those prayers coming from my mom. So last night, not only did I get the inner circle marked out, but I also got the outer one too. And the outer one's looking pretty good. There might be just some areas I want to dig out a little bit so that the bags are not directly touching the soil. So we got just a few areas that really need just to kind of get dug out a little bit, pushed back, and then I think I'll be ready to go to put the compass in for the above ground portion. The compass is something I've been going over in my head, exactly how I'm going to do this. I was just looking at a bunch of different options. I think we came up with something that we are excited to try, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. So I got these big gashes in the ground. I am not going to bring in more gravel just yet. I'm going to bring out the water level. Justin and I are going to take some measurements around here and just see how things look all around the trench and see if things are level or not. Then I can use these kind of areas to kind of move some high spots around. Hopefully we'll be good. All right, everyone. Thank you, Jess, for helping me out here with this. She unfortunately received some injuries from helping me out with this. The wooden rulers that we use for the water level apparently are splintering a little bit.
Dangerous work.
I'm sorry. Thank you for your sacrifice today. But to me it looks like maybe we're off by like a ½ inch in some areas, and some areas, like I think one area was like an inch. I think that's pretty good. All right, so everything's looking good. Now that we're pretty confident that everything looks level, going all the way around the trench, I'm just gonna make sure everything's level, going from the outside to the inside. There's clearly some leveling issues. Gravel to the outside seems to be a little higher than the gravel on the inside. So I'm just gonna move some stuff around, and then we'll be ready for the inside compass. All right, so I'm back out here by the build site. I'm trying to figure out how to get this compass attached to the OSB. It was easy when I could just dig a hole in the ground, put the pole in 2 feet, but now it's a different situation. But we have ideas. We got some ideas we're working with. I just gotta figure out how to pop the wheel off of here, and then maybe I can attach the pole to this. And this will only really work for just like the first couple courses, first 2, maybe 3 courses. But then after that, we're gonna have to come up with a different idea, but this might work. Well, I've been working out here on my banging station for a while now, and I did successfully get the tire off. But I still want to remove the little axle in between there. Whew, this thing's tough. Now I gotta see if I can get this off, and then somehow just snap that little metal piece in between. I think I can do it. Now that the tire's off, maybe this will be easier. Yeah, success! It took me about half the day to do this, but I finally sawed out the little metal piece in between. Too cool. Now let's see if I can put this together. This is nice. Hey Jess, check this out. See if it meets her approval.
Good to me.
So I'm putting this out there, and maybe you guys, if you feel so moved, to say a prayer for her if that's your thing, or send some positive vibes her way. I know she'd really appreciate that. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and keep working out here, and I'm going to move on to the next steps of the build. Alright, so I got my L bracket here. I'm going to attach it on just like I did the last time. Alright, so I'm about to open up bag number 2. This has been sitting 2 weeks from the time we opened up the first bag. So this has been sitting here for about 3 weeks. I kind of wish we had been more on time on this. If we had opened it like we planned on it, this would have been 2 weeks, but I could see it looks pretty well dry. I just brought up a really good point. She suggested breaking it up, seeing how it looks on the inside. So I'm gonna do just that, just kind of crack it open and see how it looks on the inside. And it's still wet down here, toward the bottom and the middle. The top was definitely dry. And another thing that might have actually slowed the drying time was placing the bags directly on top of the bare soil. And it could have been wicking up some moisture, causing a delay in the drying. One thing I am liking so far is the fact that the temperature fluctuations, the freezing and the thawing, it's not breaking these things apart.
Yeah, it's maintaining that compaction.
But it is still moist here on the bottom and a little bit in the middle. So I guess we'll wait and we'll see if this one dries a little more thoroughly. Takes a while. Well, I've made some baby steps here on the dome build. I think the trench is looking good. I was a little surprised that I had that pretty close right from the get-go. Hey?
You have a good eye.
And that compass, I think that compass is going to work real well starting out for those first few layers. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's looking good.
Now I think when we go higher than the floor level, what I was thinking is flipping that pole vertically, screwing it in, and then maybe putting some JB weld on the caster and the pole to make a center pole. Do you like that idea? Let me know. Do you think that'll work for the center pole, kind of like we had it previously on the underground portions? Now this has taken me a couple of days. It's just been slow going for me because I've had so much on my heart and my mind. I did get a chance to see my mom in the hospital. They brought out an iPad and I was able to see her.
They did like a video call.
A video conferencing call. She was sedated, but we tried talking to her, tried just giving her some inspirational messages to just keep on going. They're slowly lowering the oxygen she needs, but she is sedated and she is in the ICU. So it's still a touchy situation, but I know having the chance to had seen her, I just feel a lot better in my heart. I feel real confident that she's going to pull through this and she's going to make it. But we can definitely use all the prayers and positive thoughts from any of you out there watching. I know she would really appreciate it. And hopefully someday soon we'll be able to report that she is out of the ICU. Alright y'all, thanks a lot for watching. We really appreciate it. And pretty soon, what do you think? We'll have some walls here started soon?
That would be awesome.
Alright y'all, we'll catch you on the next video.